think it's the well-known columnist Littlejohn writing in the Daily Mail who coined the phrase "you couldn't make it up," and he comes up with some doozers about what's happening around the country. But you can't make it up about what's happening in Lewes. I have a neighbour who has wanted to get a parking token for a visitor. The system in Lewes is that everybody has a sticker so that you can park on the street, because we actually have a lot of on-street parking. Garages and driveways are few and far between, particularly in the middle of the town. So you get a sticker and you pay a fee each year, wouldn't you know it, and then a little man in a peaked hat comes around and he dings supposedly those people who haven't paid or haven't got the sticker. But if you want a guest, you can buy a little token, I think 50p or £1 or something, that they can put on their car and they can park for 24 hours while visiting you. Very civilized thing to do. But he has somebody coming today. He told me this story yesterday. So he's got somebody coming today, and he applied for one of these little tokens. And after phoning 7 times to try and get one of these things, to be told at the end of each phone call nobody is here to answer the phone, he actually sent an email via their website, only to get a reply from the so-called customer first service that the local council runs. It said they would reply to his request in 10 days' time, and he had 10 days in which to answer. So his guest has got to float around for 20 days before he can get a token. But then he complained to the local council, to the local councillor, who normally is pretty good and looks after us in many ways, goes to battle with the council for us when we decide not to do it ourselves. However, I have to say that we do quite often do it ourselves. It is leading to me being in court, of course, and I think in some ways winning the day. But that's another story, so I won't bother you with that because we've only got about 2.5 minutes left. But basically, he was then told that the council, or the councillors, the elected people, had been assured by the executive that it was going to be fixed soon. Now, this phone system has been a problem since the beginning of the year, probably actually a year ago when the merger between Eastbourne and Lewes started, and it was probably more than a year because I tend to just think of yesterday as being 10 weeks ago. But so it's been soon being fixed. I mean, it's caused all sorts of problems. On top of the problem that he's had, there was a lady who tried, and she was quite desperate and quite frightened that she hadn't paid her council tax, and she was trying to get some advice on how to do it, and she couldn't get hold of anybody. She tried for 3 days, not getting any reply whatsoever, or eventually getting press 1, press 2, press 3, that sort of thing. And when she eventually got through to a chap, he was charming, and he said, I'd like to help you, but he said, I've quit, and this is my last day. I'm just answering the phone, so I can't help you. And he was delightful, but that was the response that she got once she actually did get through on the phone. I assume that she has paid her council tax, and she shouldn't worry too much, because they go to extremes before they actually ding you. And even then, they're not too keen, because quite often it is their fault, and they don't want that highlighted. But still, another story. Then he was told that if he goes to the local library, that he can get this token, and that you go down and you get a computer buddy, I think, to help you with all this stuff down at the library to get these tokens, these parking tokens, and that if you actually phone and make an appointment, they're very busy down there, but you can eventually get a computer buddy. He wants a token for someone to come today, and he tried earlier. You know, I mean, it's not as if he tried yesterday or this morning to get this token, although they should be available at that sort of time scale. I mean, it's just nonsense that it's not. But very typical what's happening with the council. Nothing is done very fast at all. Well, it never is, but now, I mean, it's so dreadfully slow, it's just nonsense. But anyway, he can go down to the library. But then the council have admitted that actually somehow nobody has told the librarians, so they've been telling people, no, you don't come here. this is the wrong place to get your parking token. You couldn't make it up. And some of the outlying districts, I'm over my 5 minutes, so that some of the outlying districts, if they want to get a parking token, they come down, take the risk of parking outside the library while they go in to find out that they can't get the token there. And then what will happen is that they'll get a parking ticket before they come out, even though they're trying hard to help somebody. I mean, you could not make it up. It is just, talk about chaos, talk about, I mean, it just gives me hysterics. You cannot make it up. If I want a laugh in the morning, all I got to do is to tap into the new adventures of this council. Do take a look on scene in Sussex. The Lewis Consul, his adventures once a week. It's just a little dig at them for the way that they actually behave down there. And may I say that, and this goes for the man who was at court when I went, charming and delightful and helpful. They had the frontline staff. Behind the closed doors, there is absolute rotten to the core, if you ask me. Nothing seems to happen, and there's no apology, and they don't even think that they're doing anything that is inconveniencing the public. They don't have to go to the voter, do they? To the web.
If ever I had a video, would you dance in it? Would you dance in